is, would you trade for injured Breece Hall or injured Javonte Williams? Josh, which one would you rather have?
I don't like this one because Breece Hall, what he did this year was phenomenal, and what the Broncos are doing is just abysmal. So it's Breece Hall, unfortunately, but I love Javonte. Like I want to get Javonte. I guess the one thing you got is Javonte didn't have this workload, so you could probably get Javonte for cheaper. And I feel like they did decent when Javonte was on the field, and Melvin Gordon is now officially never going to be a Denver Bronco again. So, I mean, they don't have a number 2. I mean, let's see what happens in the draft at that point. So I guess it is kind of draft correlated, but it's Breece Hall. The man is like, he's just looks phenomenal. And I mean, I'm hopefully he comes back perfectly fine after that ACL, but it does take a little while for running backs to come back from that ACL. We saw it with Saquon the last 2 years, really. And then I know McCaffrey didn't tear his ACL, but actually that's not a good relation at all. But I don't know. It's Breece Hall.
So my argument is Sean Payton is now over the Denver Broncos. Javonte Williams will be slotted into a role where he is going to succeed, whether it's in the Alvin Kamara role in the Sean Payton offense, or whether it's one of the guys we've had in years past, Mark Ingram, Pierre Thomas, if you remember those days. I think that this is a perfect opportunity for Javonte Williams' stock to boost because in Sean Payton's offense, if everything goes smoothly, that does mean Russell Wilson will actually have to try to play a little bit like Drew Brees. I think that this could mean huge things for Javonte.
Yeah, Billy. So I'm going to agree with both of you guys here on this one. I think it's Breece.
You just sit on the fence, Joe. You have to choose one. It's the game.
No. Okay, I'll choose one for you. Breece Hall is the pick. Javonte is actually my pick, though, because of the cost of it.
Yeah.
People seem to forget what, Javonte Williams did. He hasn't had a great career thus far. He's had a couple big games. He's flashed a little bit. I do think that Sean Payton being there is going to be a massive boost to him, and he's going to be way cheaper to acquire than Breece Hall because Breece Hall, everyone, even with the injury, everyone is all over Breece Hall, as they should be. But sure. I think from a dynasty perspective, Javonte Williams will be the guy I'm trying to buy. If you can get a good deal on Breece Hall, you take him right now. I mean, I got a pretty good deal. I think I traded a first for him after the injury. It ended up being like a 6 or a 7, but
Yeah, the time to buy Breece Hall was last year when he was injured and the team needed someone. I feel like Javonte would be the person to try to trade for now because, well, you could argue that, he only had a few good games and that was 2 years ago. He got injured last year. It's not good for his career. The Broncos suck. I mean, obviously it's going to change. The man is averaging over 4 yards per carry on his, limited workload that he's had. He's had Melvin Gordon breathing over his neck for the whole time, even though Javonte has clearly looked better each year. And I imagine that he has plenty of time to recover. He did get injured like week 3 or 4. So it's Javonte to trade for, but like, who would I rather have? It's Breece Hall.
Do you think when Breece comes back, the Jets are going to be smarter with him? And
possibly who's the quarterback? That's the biggest question.
That is the biggest question.
No, who's the second running back is the question. Is it James Robinson? Is it Michael Carter? Like what?
I think we're headed to the draft. If I'm going to be honest with you, I think they're going to be headed to the draft for that second running back. I don't think
Zonovan Knight looked pretty damn good too.
Zonovan Knight did look good, and that wouldn't be. No, it's just I don't. It felt like they didn't love Michael Carter. Yeah. Even when he came back, he still was getting big dogged by Zonovan Knight, which didn't make anybody that had Michael Carter feel good. Let's put it that way.
I always liked Michael Carter too.
Me too. I don't know what he did, but I think he would be
Zonovan would be a good buy right now.
Teams. He would. If
Zonovan would be a great buy right now. I didn't even think about that.
Well, yeah, I think that
you heard it from Joe. Go buy Zonovan.
Breece will have a longer recovery time since he did get injured later. So, Javonte is going to be healthier sooner, has more chance to be in the OT. I don't know about OTAs, but at least like training camp. So we'll see a healthier Javonte to start the season than we will Breece Hall. So, that I guess really in reality, that is your answer there, Bill. Sorry.